Hello. The reason I'm talking today about clairvoyance is I made a more of a call to a clairvoyant called David Icke to allow some remote viewers to view the targets which what they would agree together. For example, these alien lizard people and things like that. Um, and basically, I was provoked by my experience of clairvoyance, where very much the pictures which our subconscious gets, that sort of connected to the matrix, as it were, to the everything, the matrix of, in all dimensions, space and time, and whatever other dimensions there may be, can come back and get misinterpreted. Now, what I mean by that is my personal experience doing remote viewing was I had the picture, I had a target, I came back with gladiators fighting and had armor on, and they were, in an arena. And I was convinced that this was, quite a horrible thing, but it was, it was kind of sport. When I got the feedback, it was an American football match. So, if you like, I got the right idea, but because I really wouldn't have thought of that personally, I wouldn't have thought. I don't know why I was thinking of gladiators, but that's another story. My subconscious mind was communicating it. I say subconscious mind, I don't really know what it is. Really, I can only talk about my conscious mind, can't I? It was communicating it to me in that way. And when I got the feedback, then I could see, oh, I see what you're talking about. Now, there are some extremely gifted clairvoyant people out there, and they have the ability to see things directly and clearly. And I think that's probably taken either an incredible gift or an incredible amount of training, and making friends, making a good understanding with their, if you like, their subconscious mind. As I say, I don't know what it is, but let's call it that. I've also had the experience of viewing with remote viewing. This is very big things and thinking they were small, just because we can get, the massiveness of our deeper self. We can get things out of perspective. So I consider the some of the stories which are there on the internet about aliens and what you may call it, or these reptilians, they may well be true, and I have not done the viewing on them, so I'm not actually denying them. I don't know. I think the universe is big enough to hold some really big surprises that we probably couldn't even imagine. Um, the point is, it's possible that, like, Douglas Adams, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, we may get some things out of proportion. I don't know if you remember, there was this alien fleet that attacked the Earth, and it was a smaller. The whole fleet together was swallowed by a small dog, because they hadn't really realised the scale of Earth. Um, so yes, I just think it does take a long time to get a remote viewer trained, and I think it can also take a long time to get clairvoyant trained. And generally, clairvoyance trainings aren't as structured, so they won't, for example, say, "Okay, I'd like to know what's happening tomorrow." Write down their impressions, yeah, and then look in the newspaper tomorrow. The classic example, I think you probably may have heard of Lynn Buchanan, who was one of the remote viewing team, talking about this, where he was tasked to remote view what was happening on Monday. He got, at this time, he got a really big like explosion somewhere in Russia, and it was going to be like quite serious, and there was going to be radiation and stuff like this. And what actually happened, it was the weekend of Chernobyl, and it was not in the newspaper. So he'd seen something which should have been in the newspaper, but was never reported until 4 days afterwards. So you could say that his clairvoyance was, according to the tasking, was wrong. The actual information he got was correct. But this is, from, in my opinion, an extraordinary individual. Okay, I'm not sure if I've structured this very clearly. As I say, generally I like to just sit down and talk. What I'm saying is our subconscious mind will talk to us in symbols that we can understand. Second thing is we can often get dimensions a little bit confused. So we might get time and actual physical size confused, because we just don't know how big things are. There are ways in Lynn's training in CRV. There's ways of dealing with it, but I'm not sure that apart from a lot of training, you can sort of get around that. And as I say, the gifted clairvoyants who see things are very special. So I'm not knocking them, and as I say, please don't think I'm knocking David Icke at all. Who could we say? I mean, they thought I think they thought Galileo was a nutcase, and certainly Robert Koch was a nutcase as well. But they turned out to be right, as we can see from our modern science. So as I say, I'm not doing a Terry Wogan at all. And saying David Icke is an idiot. I just don't know, and it's kind of sad that at that time I had the chance to organise the direct meeting with David and Lynn Buchanan. It's kind of sad that maybe he didn't even hear of it, and obviously then couldn't take advantage of it, or maybe he didn't really, or maybe he feels that Lynn's connected to something he doesn't want to be connected to. I don't know, but that's not my experience. Okay, so I hope this helps. I hope it helps clear up, if you like, what is clairvoyance from just my personal opinion. Okay, well, it's cleared that up. Yeah, I guess that must be. Okay, well, have a lovely day. Bye bye.